We got AterminalBash now. Oh. Oh, god damn. What level is this game? He doesn't show us what level it is. I'm already saying this is... I mean, it says plat, but I want to say this has to be a little bit lower than plat, just because of this defense. 3 people. And then he gets out of there. Hold on. Okay, it's a loss. I was just checking if... I'm just seeing if this guy's showboating. The exact SR is in the title of the video. Yeah, but... I don't know if he's at that SR. But yeah, we could say... AterminalBash, Junkrat, 29... Yeah, 2962. Oof. So, he's playing super... Alright, he's playing super far up for a Widow being in the game. Insanely far up. This is already bad. Again, this move, way too greedy. I would consider this a bad move, even if he gets a kill. Okay. Good, he got punished for it. Alright, he's added the deaths out. So, already that in fact, the first minute of this video is just pure greed. I would not recommend anything he did to anyone else. It will get you killed at higher levels. Oh, he's getting out of there, that's good. Alright, so this is a interesting thing. At this point, D.Va's demeched. You now have 1, 2, 3 people worrying about a demech D.Va while their entire team's on point. After you demech the D.Va, don't even bother with her. I would flank outside now. I would assume your team can handle her. But what happened is, because you went out this way, you can use yellow in this environment. Because you went out this way, you then attack the team as they all looked at you. Yeah, like, you can use this, leave that to your team, and go this way. If nothing else, even if you die this way, at least you have a better chance of doing damage. Yeah. Maybe his team was being toxic over Junkrat pick and chat. Maybe he was trying to prove something. I don't give a fuck. You shouldn't change your actions based on people's in-game stuff. So. Okay. Okay. Get out of there. So you could land on the high ground there. But that's a minor detail. Yeah, there you go. It's gonna be your team's only chance. And yeah, Reinhardt's model is the Fire Blast model is gigantic. It can easily hit things around corners. Its model is huge. Yeah, stop. Also, I also don't recommend doing anything like this. Like, don't talk in game. It's a waste. It's slow, and even if you wanted to yell at someone, it does nothing. Okay. You guys drop. Yeah, this is your only chance. Nope. And on the other one, I know you held the tire on the wall, maybe for the thing to get into a better position, but the advantage of Rip Tire is using it immediately. Getting it around the corner, trying to kill as many people as possible. I think at lower SRs, maybe you can get away with this, but at higher SRs, as soon as you ult, everyone knows where you're at and where the tire is at, and where it's going. Either you're trying to stall it out, wait for them to get around a corner, and then use it, but usually stalling it out is not a good idea.
I wanted to jump to you.
I ripped through D.Va's.
McCree does stay well.
3 to the right.
Right head's on the other side of the wall.
So the McCree's to your right, I heard him. Yeah.
Let's go.
No.
Pushing up the. Oh, this is so risky. I mean, it can work, but shoot stuff off of walls when you're there. Yeah. When you run into a hallway, don't forget you can knock stuff off of the walls right in front of you.
I'm pretty sure that's a Widowmaker to stay.
But going in that deep, I mean, Junkrat does have the burst damage, and you can pull it off sometimes. But most of the time, if you're running past 2 chokes to jump at 3 people, you will probably die. The Creed's right above you.
On the point, guys. On the point, guys.
Soldier's still up top. That's it. I have my ult for doing this next. Junk, you're gonna be awesome for this one.
Yeah, I'm 75%.
You want me to wait or just use it?
Yeah, just wait, because I can get it in just a sec here. And then I'll flank.
Let's get 3 people on point. Again. I can heal you guys if you get comfortable.
Okay, so far.
Okay, I'm at 90%.
Let's hit the point for healing.
I would try to take the left room so you can actually get bank shots at them. Also, you're closer for tire and closer for everything else.
Do a flank. I'm not sure if you'll do it, but
Okay, I've got Rip Tire.
Widowmaker's being abused by the whatchamacallit. D.Va.
Their McCree got me. He's doing.
Oh no, the soldier.
Oh, I'm so sorry, team.
Ah.
I wasn't paying attention to that.
I got 3 of them.
That's hilarious. I guess it's the last thing you want to hear your Mercy say is, I'm sorry, team. Revive them in the middle of a D.Va ult.
Soldier's above. Soldier's above still.
Soldier drop down. Get on cart. Cool. Nice job.
This is good. Pressuring the shield.
Only some of you guys can.
Just keep. Yep. All you're concerned right now is getting that that point.
Good job, you guys. Just hands down.
Good job. Good thing I didn't get ulted by that right here.
Oh, sweet. They got an Orisa. That's perfect for my ult. I'm at 70% again.
Um, a little thing about the classes they ran. Once they saw a switch to a reset, that was probably the Diva. So that last remote mine, if you would have went to the high ground, they have one less character that can get to the high ground. It's a very strong place to be when they have no mobility. There's a Genji, though, jumping around.
Oh, he pinned both of us.
They got nailed right when she got me.
Oh, I tried to press Q. Let them use that. Let them use it. It's fine.
It's alright, we've got 4.5 minutes.
Yeah, yeah. Just let them use those. We can push up now with those.
Oh, that... We know it's a loss, and you just said, don't worry, we have 4.5 minutes.
How close are you to grab now? I'm at 80%.
It's super loud.
Oh, okay. Okay,
4.5 minutes. Yeah, they can take that. You're gonna go up top, try to sneak it down. There you go.
got both their supports, Nice.
Nice, 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 nice. They have no mercy. They have no mercy. Just push
Yep.
Maurice is down.
Watch out for Genji, guys. Genji's behind you somewhere. Nice.
Timing's overrated.
I have trans.
Now, 3 on the cart is as fast as it can go. You guys got 5. I would put 2 people forward. Like, be a little bit forward throughout your trap.
Timing's overrated.
Christ, it's loud now.
Nope. Watch out for the mini grab into the pit.
So be careful about going too far forward now. Remember, you have the long range option as Junkrat. Okay, good. You got somewhere good to ult from. Perfect. Actually, I wouldn't have dropped down from there. Remember, you're a long-range class.
If you can, Daddy.
I'm not on it. I'm not there.
You have the ability to do that. You have the ability to fight wherever you want. So don't always just give up high ground. Now, you guys. So they got 3 minutes and 50 seconds. Did they whoop your ass that bad?
Charge her too much. It looks like they've got a Zarya, so I'll watch my spam so I don't charge her too much.
It's not loud for you. Okay. Yeah, I have my desktop audio going to you guys a little bit quieter.
She already wasted her self bubble, and yeah, they did get a Pharah.
Junkrat, let me come up to you, get damage off.
Okay.
Reinhardt's trapped.
Yep, shield.
Reinhardt's down.
Perfect.
Dead bar now.
Watch out for fair, guys.
It looked like Ana was up above.
Get the mercy.
Okay, good. All right, now with that threat out of there.
Guys, the fair, that was dumb.
There you go. Now you're okay. You'd like to encroach
Someone's trapped on point.
very quickly.
Get the Zarya.
You're fine, you're fine. I just want you to die. It's okay. Go take it one way.
The Zarya's fully charged, killing me.
Oh, I tried to get to you.
Gotta
It's okay.
get that. God, it's okay. Gotta get
Yeah, you got so
I got
Zarya went full charge. I think she's at full charge right now, or she's really goddamn high. Remember, she does 190 DPS. That means she kills your tire in a half a second. If you run straight at her,
Timing's overrated.
it's
Yeah,
most
I
likely going to
Zarya
die.
before the grab. But then she got rezzed.
I guess almost there.
I read it, Nathan. Thanks for the kind words. Okay, those shots were fine. You're still a little cramped over here.
I got picked off.
Damn.
I tried to dunk one of you guys, but she just, no one's there. It's not your guys' fault, because you
So
guys,
wait,
They just solo high noon me.
oh, you guys
What your team isn't using and what you're not using is the long range option. You keep on preferring the short range.
Stay alive this time.
So I essentially hug the right wall the entire way around this point. It's a lot safer than the close wall, the left wall.
Got there, Reinhardt.
Get out of there. You have your mind. Yep.
I can't find her.
Oh shoot, I misput that. Ouch, I'm dead.
Put it on trap. Okay.
Damn it.
Oh no.
You're still a little bit
No, I
close
walked into the pin.
for my
Mercy's
likings.
trapped. Mercy's trapped on point.
I think this is an overall issue, is that you're playing it like a normal DPS. And that's not a bad way to play Junkrat.
Gotta get more than
This
half.
is one way to play him. But this is how I would say most people play him. You're trying the same thing again. Be careful about using the same strat on someone twice in a row.
So you have gold damage, right?
If you die from this, I'm not, like, not to be mean, but I'm gonna laugh so goddamn hard if you die from this.
Yeah, I've got a limbs and objective.
I switched last minute. There's no chance. I saw him just sitting right up
He was
here.
there for quite a bit of the game.
Let's see this. Come on, die. Aw, damn.
Winston now going behind.
Oh, you take a couple shots. But yeah,
McCree's already going up top.
that was a very risky thing to do.
This gotta get the Mercy.
Okay, yeah.
Soldier's upstairs and behind. He's half.
It's okay. You got him. I was gonna say it's actually tough against a good soldier, going down that hallway.
Mercy's down. Oh, what the Lucio got me.
You got booped to death. Yeah, I don't think your team has much mobility. I can't remember the specific comp, but
I can get there in time.
I've got rip tire.
it's actually your job. Yeah, you have no mobility. It's when someone takes the high ground, it's a good thing you got the soldier. It's actually your job to do that. All right, now your soldier's up here. That helps out immensely.
I have Transcendence.
All right, so you should be alting. I would say alt.
Ready?
Well, you get 2 minutes.
Help, please help. Oh, I need help. That's gonna be it.
Good job. You died, but that's
I
fine.
got 3 of them, but the soldier got me.
So my timings on my tire is as soon as they engage past a point of no return. So if they go through the choke, you get the first choke at King's Row. All right, that's one thing. You get the statue here. What is it, tab? Yeah, it's tab. All right. So like this isn't a point of no return. They can easily back up. All right, over here. All right, they can still back up. But as soon as they touched point, and you saw some people diving in, this is essentially the point of no return. If you can kill someone off here, their entire push is dead. Now, they did have Lucio ult, and they do have Mercy ult, so it does, it complicates things.
Someone's
But
someone's trapped up top.
remember, if they kill your supports, it's pretty much,
Got him.
it's
Got him.
over anyways. I think the soldier's up there. Yeah.
Soldier's up behind. He's probably gonna ult on that. He's in the hallway up top.
Yeah, the soldier was upstairs. I was gonna say, like, I felt him. Just know when you have people like so the soldier and the McCree both pressured high ground. couple times now.
Okay, we've only got...
Expect it. Start expecting it every damn time. Even if it's detrimental to their play, they will probably keep doing it. Support your Zarya on the left. She was shooting at something, so something's up there. Alright, Zarya dropped. Make sure to cover her escape. And these are the things I think of at a higher level. Like, this is how I essentially support as Junkrat.
Monkey's trapped up top.
You actually could have fought up there for a little bit longer. You could have fought up there and retreated to the whatever that alleyway is. Not even an alleyway. Upper hotel, if you will.
Monkey's one hit. Damn it, sorry, I had reload.
I was hoping someone else would get down. Dang it.
Yeah, you have to try something crazy here.
No, we can't lose point at this point.
You gotta get on point. Oh, it sucks at this. Yep. It sucks when that happens, but drastic time, drastic measures.
Damn.
So, not bad. Your accuracy seemed fine enough. Your skill usage was fine. Your positioning, you were close. You were playing it like a traditional DPS, which isn't bad.
My genius is finally recognized.
And playing it like a traditional DPS isn't terrible, but unlike every other DPS in the game outside Pharah, you have no fall-off damage. And technically Genji, but whatever. You have no fall-off damage. I think people feel comfortable closer because it makes them more accurate. But you're just a lot more vulnerable. I believe this is a symptom of aiming at people and not position. If you get aiming really good at areas and positioning, you actually don't even need to see people. I'm basically going to hit you based on your movement and where I think you're going to be at, but I'm not aiming at you. I'm aiming at like a high probability of what your actions need to be at. Right? Based on where my team is at and based on where your team is at, like, you need to push forward, you need to push back, is there a point here, is there not a point, yada yada yada. Like, based on all this information, I'll be like, you need to be there. And so I'll start locking down this close ground, and your team will have to start taking the far ground, which allows my team to shoot at you longer, stuff like that. This call comes from like the traditional DPS role, just being behind the Reinhardt the whole time, yada yada yada, that stuff. But you die a lot because of it. Because of the lower time between enemy and you can start getting hit like what you did with charges or other DPS, stuff like that. You also lose the understanding the breadth of combat, meaning the entire view, what's going on in the fight in general. As your only mobility on your team, it is your job to make sure the high ground is safe. So on King's Row, this right path,
recognized.
the high ground that you needed that you did hold for a while, but yeah, it's your job to attack that, secure it, and defend that, depending on if you're attack or deep. And remember, you can hold this easily and still attack combat. Like if you look at King's Row, so there's the hallway up here. And this goes above the point. Hotels right here. Stuff like that. Like, it's your job to hold this high ground.
Aiming's overrated.
All of this. It's your job to hold all of this. But you can sit here and you can support all this. I mean, you can bank shots off of the statue right here. You can hit over here and you can support this way. If you come up here to this window, you can shoot directly in there if you need to support that. Also over here, you can start shooting the other high ground. Stuff like that. Like, and when you run away, again, don't fall to the low ground right away. You can always back up on the high ground and still do work from up here. I saw you give up low ground immediately way too often. Yeah, this kind of stuff. Yeah, favor long position. And even if you don't want, if you don't like it, still understand that your class can do it. As soon as you stop respecting what your class can do, it means you stop respecting what the other team can do, right? If I go, oh, I can't play long range as Junkrat, and their Junkrat starts playing long range, well, fuck, that you can still die to that, and you'll start not respecting it, and you'll die to it, actually. It's going to be easier to die from it. Not that it comes with its, not that it doesn't come with its disadvantages. You have to use all strengths of the heroes, no matter what class you play. Understand every range, support, playing Junkrat as a tank, as a support, as a DPS, as a long-range DPS, as a like main, holding the main route, holding the flank, holding corners. You have to understand all of it. This applies to every hero. Meaning, someone like Ana, understand DPS, understand close range, understand short range, understand when you need to take a hit for your ally, know when what allies need to be helped at what time, stuff like that. You have to explore all routes with a class, or you just won't get to mastery. Logistics, again, you give up high ground too quick, and it makes your next move harder to do. Right? So you always have to be thinking, what do I need to do next? Where's the next place I need to be to stop them? So when you gave up the high ground over here on Junkrat, you weren't thinking, oh, if I go low ground, what do I do over here? And you're like, on low ground, it's going to be a little bit tougher. But if you backed up, you're like, this is good positioning up here. Perfect. And if they don't pressure through here, maybe it was a bluff. You didn't even think about that. They pressured this way, out this door, and you just ran away. It's possible that was a bluff. They just didn't even want to do it. They just wanted to, run this way. Then you could have came back down here and started being, like, a threat again. You have to start thinking, what is your next move after the move you're doing? In fact, that's all this says. That's what this entire pyramid does. You're like, alright, they attacked me, that's the information. Well, what do I got to do next? Well, I got to defend the point. Well, what's my greediest option? What's my less greedy option? What do I, like, if I have to defend the point again, I don't want to be in the low ground, I want to be on the high ground. So my position needs to be the high ground. How do I get to the high ground? Well, I'll just back up and call their bluff. I'll see if they actually want to take the high ground, if they want to pressure me with this very narrow corridor. A lot of people actually, they'll back off if there's a Junkrat at the other side of a corridor. Yeah, call their bluff. Conti medals show nothing, so it doesn't matter if you were good or not based on medals. Yeah, if you think you done good because of medals, it doesn't mean anything. Medals don't mean anything, and that's why stats like Master Overbuff and Master Overwatch don't matter, right? That's just, they all track the same stuff. It's fun to think about, but in the end, it doesn't actually matter. Information, I think you were fine, but you weren't thinking far enough ahead. Think farther ahead. Think farther ahead. And so that's prediction, and that's basically, it's information, but it's an application of information. You know everyone's over here. Where would they like to be? They'd like to be over here. All right, so I need to be here to stop them from getting here. Start thinking ahead of the enemy. That's all I have to say about that. Overall, I mean, you're doing really well. It's actually your positioning that's... again, I play differently than other Junkrats. I think some Junkrats have a lot of success playing like a traditional DPS, but I like to use all aspects of a class. So sometimes I will use it very long range, and sometimes I'll use it close range. You just got to know what to do in either situation.
Timing's overrated.
Someone just asked in chat, you're stuck at 3480 for the past week, yet to hit Masters. Any advice for me to push? No. You're probably at where you're supposed to be at. Just keep playing. If you think you're going to get from like 3K to 4K in like a season, that's insane. That's fucking ludicrous to me. People think they can be that good in that short amount of time. No. Like, your SR may say that you're that good, but realistically, you're not that good. Like, you just got up to a higher number, and that number doesn't mean shit. So, stop focusing on SR, and that's the best way to get SR.